So today it's all about going very deep in these caves here so that this guy right here can find a bit of treasure. But to do that, we need to move this woodcutter over here next to these bushes. So when we start the turns, then he can go and collect the wood, and collect a lot of it too, because there's 7 actions that get performed. So that means 7 wood. And then a couple of bats come in and take the food supply, but that's what that's there for. Although to replenish that, we're gonna need to get some more food. So thankfully there's some delicious looking chickens over here, so we can bring in a huntress. And then we resume the turn again. The huntress hunts all the chickens in brutal fashion, and the woodcutter finishes up this bush. So now we can go even deeper into this next cave. Okay, so now there's broken tiles here, which disappear after a turn. So let's try to make the most out of the chickens that are here, but they're kind of both on broken tiles. Let's see, which one has more? This one has 7, this one has 6. We can make full use out of these chickens, so we'll do that. And then the woodcutter has plenty of bushes over here that he can get too. But I think we're only gonna be here for 1 turn because of all of the, chickens that disappeared. So we'll just go down right away where we can get some upgrades for our little gnomes. And we actually have enough wood to get both of these. So we can give the woodcutter a bit of flight crew bonus, so he doesn't have to stay on ground to actually do his work. And the huntress can get productivity, so we can get more chickens. Okay, so we have a bit of a hard encounter here, or we just go and get more food. I think there's gonna be plenty of things here. Oh, and there's also a bat nest, so we have to take that out and also get rid of this root beak here before we run out of food, because there isn't very much. So here, since the huntress has ×2 on the productivity, it can fight the thing, and then the huntsman can go over here to fight the bat nest, which he should take down in 1 turn, so no more bad things happen there. And beautiful. Ooh, and that also had some food with it too. Good. Oh, but the root beak kind of damaged things. But here, let's just bring the huntress over to do even more damage to this guy and kind of just keep him trapped over here. I think that'd be a good thing, as he's wandering back and forth and just playing keep away with our woodcutter here, and now they do a little more damage. But now what we can do is use the flight crew upgrade that the woodcutter has to put him right here, and then the huntress can take this spot here. So no matter where he goes, he's always getting damaged. And we took him out. Beautiful. Look at all those resources that we got. Excellent, that just brought our food supply almost to full, where there's a whole lot of wood to be had here, my goodness. And also a couple of weird tree stump things. These are plants, so the woodcutter is gonna fight those, but let's get the huntress somewhere to fight the chickens. Although they're in a really awkward spot, because if I put her here, then she's gonna take damage. So I guess she could just sit this one out. And to make the most of the wood that's here, let's actually get another woodcutter here. So he can go right up here, should be able to see these still. And then this guy can go and fight these 2 tree stumps here. So they're kind of stuck, so they won't go anywhere. And also, I don't think they'll see him being out in the open like this. And the huntress can just, sit on standby. Okay, so they can move, so they're not entirely stuck. But I was right, they can't target the gnome, so he actually took one out. Excellent. And there goes that other one. But here, since this guy can go down here and not have to worry about this guy attacking, we'll just spend 1 more turn here, because we're gonna need to rejuvenate food in a little bit as more things are breaking. So let's get out of here into another upgrade shop, so we can go ahead and give our second woodcutter gnome its own productivity, and then maybe give this guy a little bit of robustness, because he's already taken some damage and I don't really want to reroll. So let's keep going down into a boss fight here where there isn't a lot of food. We've never been so deep before. Oh, it's a it's a giant chicken. Okay then, at least it dropped plenty of eggs full of other chickens. The legendary Roost Lord, oh goodness. All right, but let's get the huntress in a good position to collect a whole bunch of food, and then get the other woodcutter gnomes around the tree stumps so they get it knocked out of the way too. Now we should be able to do plenty good with these things. And the huntress just cleared out all of those chickens there. That's a good amount of food. Ooh, and he slammed down, dealing some damage, but also he's in a very awkward spot, because now we can just wail on him with all the gnomes that we have. Yes, take him down, take him down. Wow, we almost took him down in 1 turn, but we need to do a little bit more preparation first. So here, let's just get you positioned over here to take out this tree stump in 1 go, and then you can just be over here to keep this guy occupied. Dealing 2 hits, excellent. Both of the tree stumps are down, and there's a lot of food to be had from the chickens, as we almost ran out there, yikes. But just 1 more bout with the Roost Lord here, and that's the boss fight done, because we can't really target any of the other bits of health. But at least we got plenty of goodies from there, so let's travel back to the surface, where we can unlock some new blueprints for our gnomes, like a boomeranger, who's also good for getting food. And we can unlock the cook as well, who can make some better things with wood and meat, so we can go back into the caves. And there isn't a whole lot of room for the cook to do any good right now, but that's okay because we don't really have a lot going for us right now anyway. And this boomeranger bounces from animal to animals, so it can actually target multiple things of meat. So let's get you in here and just have fun with those chickens there, I guess. Just so we can get a little bit of food, because we're gonna have to move down here pretty soon. There is not a lot of chickens here. Ooh, but there's a lot of food to be had here. So let's go here. Oh yeah, and a bat nest too. So that'll be good to put you here so you can target both of those. And then you can help out too, and also target that tree stump. So the bat nest is down, and then we are getting some goodies otherwise, and getting a lot of food otherwise too. Do we have enough things to bring in the cook? We need 25 wood there, but we also need to move you so you don't get falling on the broken tile. And now the tree stump is kind of screwed because there's nowhere that he can go that's safe. And now the boomeranger should have a good day. Oh, but the chicken squares are not adjacent, so not much bouncing is gonna happen. That's okay though. We'll just move the woodsman over to this bush here, and then a fresh thing of chickens. So we have plenty of food now, and we can bring in the cook if we wanted, but let's go down again first. Ooh, over to this treasure chest. I like this. So we can open that up, and it's got 20 food in it. Nice! Oh, and there's a bat nest that's right there, out of the way of everything. Oh, that's annoying. I can't put anyone there to take it out. So I guess we might just have to deal with it. And let's bring in the cook. That can go right over here. So adjacent woodcutters and hunter types can all do their thing and then contribute to the cook cooking some soups that give even more food than raw meat. Oh yes, filling up beautifully, but also another bat spawned, which is not good. So let's actually just get on out of here because we can't take that thing out. Now there's not much going on in this cave, so we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time here, but I would like to get some more meals if I can from the cook here. Although there isn't a whole lot of good that he can do here because there's only 2 things of bushes. So there's only 2 soups that can be made, which is a little disappointing. But at least we're filling up the food almost all the way. But like I said, there's not much going on. So moving on to the mini boss, which we didn't really get any upgrades, so this will be interesting. But we just gotta take care of that first, and thankfully there's still food. Hey, and they actually made a soup out of that. Nice. Now what I would like to do is just keep him trapped over here so that more tiles can break, and then we can just kind of keep him corralled over here in case he, you know, lands on a broken tile and falls in. But right now that's not the case, but he is losing a lot of ground here, so we'll just keep him right here and just, you know, trade him back and forth between the huntsman and the boomerang. Although we don't have a lot of food left, so we gotta be careful about this. And we might honestly just have to keep both of them here to finish him off, just so we can do enough damage to— oh no, we lost a gnome! And we're about to be very short on food supplies, but thankfully our boomerang here should be able to solve this.
Nope.
Or maybe not, but you know, we needed to produce more things anyway, so hey, upgrade for a lumber mill, yay! We don't talk about what happened down there. But if we get this lumber mill set up right over here, then we can start producing some planks, which are good for better materials and some material rations. And there it goes, producing some planks, which there is a lot of wood to go through, so we should be able to do good here. And with our first plank, we can go ahead and research a kitchen, so we can get that going and make some food rations. That should keep the bats at bay a lot better. So I can go right over here, looks good. Problem is though, there's also only 1 runner going between each of the facilities. And there we go, the first food thing is being made. So now we have 2 of those that we can bring in on our next expedition, which is really boosting the starting resources. I love it. So let's bring the woodcutter over here so we can fight 2 of these, you know, wood tree stump things that are alive. I do like the idea of a boomeranger because of, you know, just the possibilities there. So we'll go with this, and then Woodsman can thankfully cut down 1 of those, and all the food is gone here already. And now that there's no more food, we're just gonna move on. Ooh, okay, so we could go over here for more food or another upgrade. But But there's a lot of wood over here, so we could go to the right here for food or over here for upgrades. But there's upgrades on this path anyway, so we'll go over here to stock up early. Oh, and we should get rid of that nest there, but it's really in an awkward spot. I guess for right now, we'll just put the woodsman up there and then the boomerang person over here, because now the food things are actually next to each other. And then after this next turn, we should be able to get a chef in here for some good things. Also, their eyes turn really weird colors, which is a little concerning. And I mean, oh, we're short 1 wood, really? Okay, well, let's just go over here and finish off this little quadrant. Ooh, it was bouncing next to the nest over there. I didn't realize it would do that, which also freed up this spot. So we could take it out, and that means there's a lot of food there. So let's do this and then bring in the cook right next to it, because it should drop both things, right? And then we'll also bring this guy up here to do even more synergy things. Yes, more soup's being made. We are so back. And we are also so leaving to the next spot. Ooh, where there's more food things right next to each other and another nest. So the boomerang guy can take care of that, I think. And I don't really know where to put the cook because there isn't open space yet. But the woodsman can also take out these tree stumps. So a whole lot of combat happening here, which is beautiful. And now that the nest is gone, we can synergize the cook better. If I can, you know, select them, there we go. And if one of those tree stumps come back, then the woodsman will be ready, but otherwise there's gonna be a lot more soups being made. Yes, I love the synergies that happen here. So we are staying very full. I just wish there was a way to reduce the number of bats. But now let's move operations over here so that we can do this a little better. The tree stump is going to attack the woodsman a little bit, but he should be okay otherwise. And assuming that this guy will walk back, but he doesn't, that's pretty much all we can do here. So let's move on to the upgrade station, which sadly we can only get robust because a lot of wood was going more so to food. But let's just go ahead and give that to the woodcutter because he faces the most danger with the tree stumps. And there's more wood coming up in a future cave, so we should be fine. And that nest there is kind of annoying. So let's just get both of those things here right away. And then the chef right next to him, just so we can synergize things. Because yeah, should go to both, and then there's a soup. Excellent. Now we need to stock up on wood as much as we can. Also, get these chickens before they disappear into the void. So, even more soups. The chef is just having a field day right now. But also, let's actually not create foods for a little bit, just so our woodsmen can collect some wood for ourselves to use on future upgrades. There we go. Now we're starting to get wood back, but let's also go deeper. Oh, so there's a hard fight over there, or we get the chest and then start moving into some icy regions. At least I'm assuming they're icy, they're just kind of blue. Dabba-dee-da-do. Yeah, let's go over here. We kind of need wood for more upgrades. And there is a lot to be had here, and thankfully there's chickens still. So the chef can just kind of chill out because there isn't a lot of adjacent spaces to be had here. And hey, we were able to take out one of the tree stumps here. Excellent. And get a little bit of food. And we can get a little more over here. And we should actually get the woodsman in the middle of all of these things, just so he can attack more bushes and collect even more wood. There we go. But we are starting to lose out on a lot of potential food here just because the bats are taking so many. I think we should be good though with just one more stop. And there's still plenty of chickens down here, so we'll go after this turn. And we took out another stump for even more goodies. All right, that should be plenty of wood to move forward with. Now we can go and grab this chest, and thankfully there's food on the path too. Ooh, and lots of chickens here. I like this. Hey, and there's 10 food in the chest. This is great, he says. Boomerang can go over here. Actually, could we bring in another gnome? We definitely could. A huntress is kind of cheap, so let's go ahead and do that. Since our chef can't really be optimized yet. And then the woodsman can cut up the bat nest there. So we'll put the chef right next to him because he should be getting both things. And then that's down, and yeah, soup's being made. Very good. Staying pretty full. But now both of the food things are gone from here already. So let's just keep moving into the next zone area. With more food here. Ooh. Oh, and there's different flora that wants to eat us. Whoa. Oh, and he's back. Hi there. Oh, now we're starting to get 2 additional bats every cave now. So we definitely gotta be careful here. Oh, and that's a giant chicken. Wow. And there's 2 of them. Ooh, that's a perfect spot for the boomerang person then. And then the logs here give something extra. Let's put the woodsman over here. I've actually never been here, so I'm not really sure what's up. And then I guess the huntress can take out the nest here. So chef, go next to that. And I guess these things get more wood the more meat that they eat. But we're not exactly there yet. And oh wow, we gotta take out these chickens entirely before we can bank on them. That's a little annoying. And we barely got any food that round too, yikes. But at least what we can do now, assuming that these meat-eating plants don't attack the gnomes, is work on the wood here. And then the boomeranger can finish those chickens. Okay, thankfully he's not eating anything. and actually the chef was in the very wrong spot. But now we took out both of those chickens, which just barely started to stabilize things. Okay, let's keep going, because there's another chest here, which hopefully has more food. Yes, it does. But now we actually have 2 bat nests to worry about. So let's get the boomeranger here so it can start targeting the big chicken in response. And then this one can go over here, chef next to all that. And then the woodsman can start collecting wood, which might target this one, but that's okay. Or it actually doesn't. We target the logs instead. I like this. And just like that, the bean plant started to eat some meat, so it actually grew a little bit. Well, that's good enough for me, so woodsman, take it down. And then the boomerang can go here, and the hunters can take out this other batch. So we should be able to get some good things from you now. Indeed. And yeah, we're staying topped up again. Okay, but a lot more tiles are breaking, yikes. Let's move on. We have a hard fight coming up here, and we haven't had a chance for any more upgrades, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, but I like this arrangement here. Woodsman next to you. Let's see, there should be a good spot for the chef. I think you'd be better here, actually. And then you up here, Huntress over here, and then Boomeranger can start, I guess, feeding this thing. So the chef should be able to make some really good food here, because we have a lot more bats to keep up with. Oh yeah, lots of soups at once, which actually didn't increase very much. Oh dear. Okay, but at least we can keep them here. Actually, we can't, because that's about to break. Oh, why do caves have to be so weird about that? Oh well, let's just stack up on the wood from this thing, which is actually quite a bit of it. 6 wood from that one. Excellent. Okay, now we're really not going to gain any more feasible amounts of food here, so let's move on to the hard fight, probably. Oh man, the next boss is right there. Actually, I think it might be better if we stock up on food and then use all the wood we got for more upgrades. So let's do that. I don't know if the boss is gonna be different down here anyway, or the mini boss, I mean. Okay, but there's already a lot of broken tiles, which is not fun. So here, boomerang right next to you, and I guess the chef over here, because we can also do the, where'd the huntress go? Right down here, right next to the chickens here, and then you can just kind of have fun up here. Oh wait, there's another nest, so we need to take you out. Okay, so we should be good now, and thankfully the chef was able to grab the food there, so we did keep a lot of food. But we're also using so much of it. And there's really nowhere that we can make any more meals with the chef, which is kind of annoying. So I think this will end up being the last turn here. I really need to get more upgrades. And yeah, we are definitely losing more food than we're producing. So time to go down again to more upgrades really quick. Productivity bonus. I do like this. So let's give you to the boomeranger, so we can do more things there. We don't need another robust. Let's re-roll. Ooh, a flight crew. Yes, I need this again. For the chef? I feel like it might be good for the chef, just so he can fit in places better, and then we can re-roll another time. Ooh, for another productivity. Let's get to the woodcutter, so there's more wood things that can be cut too. And then that's about all we can do. So time for the next phase of the boss. With a bat nest here already, are you kidding me? Okay, at least there's plenty of chickens and things. And the chef can take a position right here, where he should be adjacent to a whole lot of things. And then boomerang productivity bonus can go, yeah, might as well go here because it can bounce to those. And then the woodcutter productivity 2 should probably mess with these guys so we can hit them for more. And now this one, yeah, that's a good spot there. So we just have to focus on getting as much food as we can. And the productivity is looking amazing right there, but only a few meals got made. Well, that's okay, because now, oh man, we gotta fight through both boss bars? Really? This is not gonna be good for how much food we need to make, but we will do everything that we can just to, yes, take him out. Oh, almost all the way down through one phase on the first go around. All right, now where to put you? Probably here, just so your productivity can go to both of those. And then you go here, and then the chef kind of needs to be in a better spot, doesn't he? So let's see if our woodcutter can take out this guy, and then we'll keep the chef here. Just because he has flight crew doesn't mean we need to use it. Oh yes, so now we're making a bunch of meals again. Good, because we were about to run out. Ooh, that's a good portion. Oh, but the chef took a big hit there. All right then, let's just swap him out with everybody and then go to town on the big rooster. Oh, which was very quick because it's just that one phase. I better not interrupt the turn already. I need to make some food. Okay, so we got just enough food to survive the turn. Oh gosh, and now there's giant root beaks here. This is looking a little more dangerous now, but you do give a lot of wood and food. So we should definitely get both of the high productivity guys next to you. Is something there? Nothing is here. So let's swap those two around and keep you kind of positioned. Actually, let's just target everybody here, but swap these two around just because he can target that tree stump when everything is over anyway. So yep, target things, but yes, lots of meals made. Okay, that should be good for another turn. Oh yeah, look at that. But we also lost the chef. Well, he wasn't much of a damage dealer anyway. So just go to town on this Roost Lord, please. We might not survive this. Oh, we're not gonna survive this. That's all the food and the bats are taking over. No, we got so close. But we did get a lot of supplies there. Look at that. The bats were ravenous. Yeah, you're telling me. But at least you have plenty of rations stored up here and over here. And we should be able to research more, like a range bonus for the Huntress. And then if we collect a little more wood, then we can get a Cutto cart. So it'll harvest a plant and then move to that space. That should be pretty convenient, I think. And then this one costs a map, which is one of these, which just takes a little more wood to produce. So we can unlock that, and then we should be able to place it. Oh, we spent too much wood for that. Whoops. Well, let's build a house so we have more gnomes that can do some cart things. And we can just build it right over here, kind of out of the way of all the trails and whatnot. There, now we have more gnomes that can run goods. Beautiful, look at them go. Supplying everything. And I tell you what, I think that's a good start to our operation here today because we're definitely gonna need more runs to make it all the way to the bottom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on EcoGnomix with some unicorn deer here. I'm not sure that's how that works with the antlers, but you know, what do I know? Chickens are like enemy number one. So if you guys wanna see more of this game, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching and sub to Intern. And thanks to the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, DVNX, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Lily, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse, Nicholas, and Lollipop.